Hi everyone and welcome to this reading. I'm going to do a slightly different reading to normal. It's just going to be for the Twin Flame Collective who may be watching this. You might also be drawn to it if you're in a soul connection with someone. It's not gender specific, but it's going to be a divine masculine, divine feminine kind of energy check-in to show each counterpart's energies at the moment and the connecting energies. I might get some other cards to clarify. It's not gender specific, so divine feminine and divine masculine, you could be whatever gender. It's just to help me identify the energies. And this is not going to be a pick a card, this is just going to be a reading for the collective, and I'm going to shuffle and everything differently. I was really guided to do this. I didn't feel like doing anything else. So I'm just going to get on with it. I'll timestamp below once I finish shuffling if you want to skip ahead to the reading. But I like to always shuffle live. So can we see Divine Masculine's current energy towards the Divine Feminine? Divine Masculine's current energy towards Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine's fears or blocks. And Divine Masculine's intentions in this connection. Okay. Can we see Divine Feminine's current energy in this connection? Divine Feminine's fear or blocks. And Divine Feminine's intentions in this connection. Can we have connecting energies? Oh, that card came out for current feelings. Connecting energies for the blocks. And connecting energies for intentions or the future. Okay, so let's go ahead with this reading. So we've got the current energies, blocks, intentions or kind of future of each counterpart. So let me have a look. So the Divine Masculine is feeling like this is a fated connection. There may be something going on in their life at the moment that is making them feel like things are out of control. But things are shifting a lot for the Divine Masculine, and they may be feeling like they don't want to be at the will of fate. Again, it's this thing of like fate versus free will. I feel like they know what this connection is. They know that this is a fated connection, but it's like their free will is sort of wanting to, the ego basically, wanting to control the situation, not fully being open to this, but they are seeing this for what it is. They are seeing this as a divine connection, and they are seeing this as fated. So that's their current energies towards the Divine Feminine. And the Divine Feminine is feeling the Fool card. This is the card of the new beginning. I'm feeling here like the Divine Feminine has wanted a new beginning with the masculine. I'll turn these cards right way around so you can see them. They did come out the right way, it's just reversed for me. I feel like for so long the Divine Feminine has wanted this fresh start with her masculine, but now this Fool card is almost like the Divine Feminine feeling like she wants to just take a step in a completely different direction, because she's sort of frustrated from the waiting. Just at the time though that the Divine Masculine is starting to see what this is. Both of these cards are echoing each other in the fact that this is this fresh new energy coming in and things changing suddenly and taking a turn and kind of trusting the universe, trusting and taking the leap of faith. So both of them are in this energy, although both of them have frustrations about it, I think. Yeah, mutual energy here. 10 of Wands. This is the idea of something that's weighed heavily as a burden on both counterparts. It's like this connection, this divine connection, this fated connection is weighing both of them down because they're not currently in union. Yet they both feel this and they both want this fresh start, and they're both very burdened and feeling exhausted by the distance between them, by this separation. but also they're both feeling like they're kind of very tired and almost like, do I give up and go in a different direction? And if I do, perhaps if the universe wants us to be together, it will bring us together. It's almost a sort of like giving up of striving, giving up of trying to control, giving up and giving to God, kind of just letting it be in the fates of the hands of the, the universe. Let it be at the universe's kind of discretion. I'm seeing an eagle in this card that I've never noticed before, so that may mean something. And there's also an angel. The Wheel of Fortune always has the 4 elements, so we have this represented here, but the eagle is really sticking out to me, and this is the masculine's energy. So the divine masculine may associate themselves or see themselves in some way with the eagle energy. That could be a sort of totem or a spirit guide or animal guide for you guys for this connection. And the fact that I'm noticing the angel and the eagle when I don't usually, it's almost like these forces from above watching over, protecting the connection. You are being asked to have faith, the divine masculine especially, and the divine feminine as well is also being asked to have faith in this new beginning, but also perhaps going in a new direction if they want to, because that might be the thing that shifts this energy. This energy is stagnant. This energy needs to change. Something does need to change here. Something needs to be, I think it is this idea of putting down control and leaving it up to the universe. And I think that's what both people are feeling. But the divine feminine much more so, well, I'm going to go in a new direction. And the divine masculine much more so understanding that this is fated. So let's have a look at the blocks. This is the divine masculine's blocks. Wow. 3 of Swords. So at the moment, the divine masculine is in a state of heartbreak and grief. This could be linked to a past connection. This could be that they have to leave a connection. There could be a third party here. There could be a karmic partner that needs to be left. But either way, they're afraid perhaps of opening up to love again. They're afraid of having their heart broken. And they're afraid of hurting the divine feminine. Divine feminine's block is 9 of Pentacles. The divine feminine has just, I feel, come into her power. And she is not sure whether she wants to give up this independence. It may have been a long time coming, and just now she's starting to sort of go in her own way, realize she could be happy alone. And she's unsure whether she really will give this up for her divine masculine when he's let her down so many times in the past. Or it could be that there is codependency and the block is that she needs to be more independent. It will be different for everyone, but I do feel it's like there's been this power struggle, this kind of 3D ego and control is the thing that's being dropped. It's being left open to the gods. It's being left open to fate. But the divine feminine is now sort of quite scared of losing the independence that she's fought so hard to achieve in this connection. And they're connecting. Oh wow, the connecting block energy is the Lovers. So it's these choices, the divine masculine, it might be a choice between his divine feminine and a karmic partner where it feels more comfortable and easy. It's very toxic, but it's very easy, and he's not really going to have his heart broken in the same way as the divine feminine could break his heart. This is like his last hope of something real and true, so he'd rather almost keep it as an illusion than allow himself to enter it. He is scared of making the choice. He's scared of making the wrong choice, so it's like he doesn't really make a choice. And they're both afraid of love and how deep this connection is here. Divine feminine is scared of giving herself up. The Lovers card is always a choice between independence and fear and love and new and old, and she's afraid of making the wrong choice. She's afraid of being hurt again by this connection, and they are afraid of what this connection is and means. Wow, very powerful messages. So let's see the divine masculine's intentions, or the kind of future energies of the divine masculine towards his feminine. Oh my god. And let's see the feminines. Wow. So this is really interesting. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that this was going to be the message, but the Divine Masculine is actually planning to take a step towards his feminine here. This is the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is dreams coming true. So the Divine Masculine is intending, I feel, to step forward, to overcome his fears, to trust in the universe, and to come towards what makes him truly happy. And in this deck, the Nine of Cups actually shows a couple, which it doesn't usually. So this is even further kind of hammering the message home that the Divine Masculine is planning to come into union. I'm getting a message for some of you that he may need to even be a little bit drunk in order to do this, because the Nine of Cups can be this kind of intoxicating, drunken energy of just like, oh, this nostalgic love, this heightened, this, I mean, it's not the Ten of Cups, but it's on the way there. It's like, it is your wish fulfillment, it is your happiness, but sometimes there needs to be a level of like allowing it to happen through like getting a bit drunk or something. So wow, the Divine Masculine does have intentions of coming forward here. He's going to drop his sort of fear of the heartbreak. He's going to open himself up to the potential of this connection and to this love that is available. He's tired of fighting this connection. He's tired of fighting against the universe. It's like he's fought against fate and tried to have his own free will, and it's made him really miserable, kept him stuck in toxic karmic cycles, and now he's ready to be happy. But just at this moment, the Divine Feminine is full of anxiety. So her intentions are actually that she is sort of not going to allow herself at this moment in time. She feels like, no, this can't happen. And this is the card of anxiety, sleepless nights, the swords, Seven of Swords. It's like the seven swords of Damocles falling above your head. It's almost like anticipation of the Ten of Swords. So anticipation of this heavy ending, this brutal ending, this almost betrayal of these 10 swords in your back. But it's actually worse than the moment the 10 swords fall. It's like this release, but this is the moment just before they're about to fall, when the torture of them being above your head and knowing they're going to fall on you is worse than the actual act of them falling. So this is high anxiety. Divine Feminine is feeling so anxious, such sleepless nights, such worry about this connection, such worry about giving up her independence again and being kind of fooled. She's worried of being the fool. You know, the Fool card can be this new beginning, but it can also be this warning of acting foolishly, not looking before you leap. She's been burnt so many times. She's afraid of this connection, afraid that her divine counterpart will make the wrong choice again, that she'll be in this third party situation. It's safer just to focus on her career, to shut down her emotional connection to this. But, you know, that will also cause her great anxiety. So it's really going to take the Divine Masculine stepping forward in order to move these energies forward for the future. And I feel like when he does, it will cause great anxiety for the Divine Feminine. Connecting energies, oh my God, Nine of Swords. See, the 9 swords about to fall on the person's head. I was describing it and I was like, oh, I wish I had that card to show them. Well, here it is. So they're both feeling anxious about this. But it's the Divine Masculine who actually has to be the one to do this, because I feel like the Divine Feminine has tried so many times that she can't try anymore, and it's up to the Divine Masculine now. Otherwise it will just remain in this state of anxiety for both. So Divine Feminine is picking up on the mutual energies. Divine Masculine may be keeping these intentions sort of to himself at the moment. Let me get some more cards just to see future energies. Oh my God, the Lovers popped out again. These readings are always so powerful. I knew that this was going to happen. Yeah, the Lovers. So choices being made, but also 2 sets of the Lovers could not be a clearer. This is a twin flame relationship reading. I don't know what else I could have really. Maybe 2 sets of the 4 of Wands. But yes, this is a divine connection. And you can see this is my oldest deck of cards. I've used this for like nearly 20 years or something. This shadowy figure behind the Lovers. This is having to integrate your shadow issues, your fears, fear of the new, relying on the old being comfortable, but really being asked to transform if you do want this connection to go forward. So a lot of shadow work being done. Divine Feminines, you feel like there's no hope. You feel like you've done literally everything you can. But you're being asked to have faith and trust the universe again, because the Divine Masculine is actually doing a lot of work at the moment. And he's going to be surprising you. And remember, you could be feminine and identify more with the Divine Masculine energies. It's not gender specific. It's just the two energies. So it could be feminine, masculine, male, female, whatever. So just pick the side that is what you know yourself to be, or what you relate to. God, the 10 of Coins came out, the 3 of Cups, and Strength. So yes, I do see that this is going to come into a grounded connection. This is a card of marriage, families, long-term grounded relationship. Thinking about family, thinking about inheritance, thinking about birth. For me, this can also be a card in this deck of past lives, because you see this kind of march of these people. Can you see? It's like there's this couple, and then behind them there's all these heads going back in time. For me, in this deck specifically, and only really this deck, this talks of your connection to your family from the part, like thinking about these ideas of where you've come from, but within this context, the fact that you've had many past lives together. I just did a past life regression. Oh my God, it was amazing. With a psychic who I really, really trust. If anyone is interested in past life regression, get in touch. I'll put you in touch with her. It's not something I do. I'm not affiliated in any way at all. But this is a reader that I really trust, who I send clients to for specific stuff. And I had a past life regression, and it was so emotional and interesting. And since I've had so many downloads, it's probably why I'm doing this reading. It's probably why this card has come up. But today I'm really feeling like quite a heavy nostalgic energy, and that's also in part to do with the retrograde that we're just coming out of, and all the stuff that's going on sort of astrologically at the moment as well, although this reading is timeless. But either way, perhaps having a past life regression is something that you could do to help this connection. You could do it yourself by going into a meditative state, but I really recommend having someone you trust do that. Again, the Strength card, this is sort of taming the beast. I feel like this is almost like the Divine Feminine taming her masculine, but also both of you doing this shadow work. So all of your deepest, darkest fears being transmuted alchemically into your kind of freedom, into this kind of powerful energy, and really being in control, being in your power. 3 of Cups I see as kind of celebrations within this reading. I don't see this as a third party situation, because I think that's the thing that's being left behind. But also in this deck, again, it's a little bit different. It's almost like the mind, body and soul, the part sort of nature of the psyche and the soul coming together and blending. Again, it's this idea of this third element between two people. This love between you it kind of exists in the space between your soul and their soul, and all the fragments of souls that connect into each other, that are split into each other, that kind of come together with this third element. If that makes sense, because I'm channeling it, so it probably might only make sense for a few of you. But yes, I do see shadow issues being integrated. I do see this coming into a grounded reality. Wow, but you have to have faith. I want to get like a message maybe for the Divine Feminine. Advice. I'll do for both, actually. Let's do advice for the Divine Masculine in this connection. I know I have more Divine Feminine viewers, but this video is timeless, so let's see. We might get some Divine Masculines. Advice for the Divine Masculine in this connection. Advice for the Divine Masculine in this connection. The 7 of Cups. It's all about grounding things in reality, leaving behind the illusions, leaving behind the options that aren't serving you anymore. Perhaps there are all of these other options, but they're not sort of grounded in reality. They are illusionary, not knowing which way to go, not knowing what to pick, having to kind of really go within and see what speaks most to your soul and see what is the reality in this situation. You're worried that this is a kind of fantastical connection, but it may be that the other things in your life that seem more real to you are just these distractions, and they are more the illusions of life, the illusion of money, the illusion of power, the kind of illusion and safety offered by a karmic partner. It will keep you stuck in this energy of not really moving forward, but it feels safe. Pay attention to your dreams as well. Let's have a look. Divine Feminine, advice for the Divine Feminine. What do they need to do? So the Six of Pentacles came out. This is about balance and things being in balance. And yes, the Divine Feminine has given a lot into this connection, a hell of a lot. Oh my God, she's been so patient. She's been so kind, and she has given away so much for herself, trying to heal this connection, trying to heal her counterpart. Giving, and you have to wonder why you overgive sometimes. It's to avoid letting yourself receive, but here there's something about giving and receiving and this needing to be balanced. So this Divine Feminine, you've given enough, you need to stop giving. The masculine needs to come forward now and give to you, and things need to be in balance, but this is coming in for you. And there's quite a lot of grounded energy for the Divine Feminine. She's not as emotional as usual. She's much more into grounded. She's thinking about career. She's thinking about stability. She's thinking and planning rather than feeling. She's kind of a little cut off from her feelings. So I would say also allow yourself to feel. Can we get just a couple of oracle cards to wrap up this reading? Take a break. Life's a work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So I do feel like these two need to really recharge. They may have to be having a break from one another, and it's kind of necessary in order to heal this. But if there's something you can do to kind of heal yourself, God, this image is so beautiful. I really want to be like somewhere like that. It's impossible at the moment, of course. Timeless video, but at the moment we're in lockdown. But if you can go somewhere and be still, perhaps somewhere by water as well. Think about using water as an element to release. I do some kind of rituals on this channel. There may be something appropriate there. You could think about having a healing bath, put some crystals in the bath, put some salt in the bath, allow your fears to drain away with the bath water because you are in this fear-based energy. Release the fears. Think about water elements. Also, the moon is shown there. New moon may be a good time to set intentions. The new moon is coming up soonish. We've just got out of the very intense full moon, Samhain, Halloween, intense energies. So new moon's a great time to do some intention setting. Anything else from the Moonology deck? Last sort of advice to wrap up this reading. It's been an interesting reading. I'm glad I did it. So this is interesting. Nothing will come of this situation. Now, I think that is not saying nothing is going to come of your situation, because that's not what's here. But whatever it is that you're worrying about at the moment, nothing is going to come about. Nothing is going to come of the situation that is causing you so much anxiety. There may be something going on that you're really worried about a third party here, because we had the Three of Swords, and obviously the masculine, Divine Masculine, is kind of having to make a choice there between kind of old and new and heartbreak, and it could be a third party situation. But I do feel like whatever it is that's keeping you up at night, worrying you, giving you anxiety, nothing is going to come of that situation. And also nothing is yet set in stone, meaning you have the ability to shift things. I'm big on manifestation. Some things are kind of laid out, but we always have free will, and we can always manifest, and we can always shift and shape things. And I know that both parties feel like they're exhausted from trying to interject in this connection, and they are being called to trust in the divine. But part of that is also trusting that anything going on in the 3D reality is not the extent of things. Think of the river that flows underwater before it comes to the surface. There are hidden elements going on there's more than what you see going on, and you're being called to trust in the process. And don't let your anxieties get the better of you. Don't sort of manifest things that you don't want unintentionally. Let's get one last card. It's too many. One last card. And remember, this is just a snapshot of current energies. So here we go. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Well, I know that all of you who are on the twin flame journey already know this. So again, it's this message of trusting. It's all in the Akashic records. You could perhaps, I've just had someone do some work with me as well with the Akashic records. Perhaps you need to do some kind of clearing of the Akashic records, some kind of cord cutting or energy clearing between you guys as well. But you need to trust that it's divinely guided. And then we have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. This is when you're being called to be your authentic self. Also, if anyone's sort of waiting for communication here, I do feel like the divine masculine is going to be the one coming forwards with that. Divine feminine is really being asked not to make any further steps, but to be true to herself. So when you do get this communication, do speak your truth. I'm kind of just tempted to get one last card, just the future of this connection. Are these two going to have a union? Queen of Pentacles. Hang on, too many. One more card. Are these two going to have something grounded? The Queen of Pentacles tells me yes, but I just want... So, yes, but there is this period of rest and recovery. So Four of Swords, there were some other energies that kind of echoed this. I can't remember, the take a break card. It's like you need to have a break in this connection. You need to meditate on things. You need this period of healing. If you guys are not in contact, trust that this is just a temporary pause to heal what needs to be healed between you guys. There could have been extreme kind of work that was done in the 5D, and it's like being assimilated, and you're being called to work on yourself, work on your own security, work on your own abundance, think about your own kind of home, your own domestic life, your own career while this is going on. But Queen of Pentacles is a good omen for things being grounded in reality and coming into fruition. She is a very patient queen, though. She kind of waits patiently in luxury, not worrying about anything, knowing it's coming to her. But it could be the card of kind of committed relationships as well. So lots of pentacles. Divine masculine is much more in his feelings, but probably not letting on. Divine feminine is feeling very frustrated and like she wants to give up and go in a different direction and focus on being single. But there are signifiers here like the Lovers twice to show that this is a divine connection, to show that these choices are going to be made, that someone is going to step forward, the divine masculine, and things are going to be grounded in reality. But there's patience involved, there's trust in the universe, trusting in the divinely kind of guided, divine timing as at play, basically. So I hope that helped. It's a difficult journey, and even if someone is your twin flame, it doesn't mean that you have to be with them. I would never advocate sort of waiting for someone unless you feel that it's in your highest good and that's the right thing for you to do. There are plenty of soulmates out there for you. But if you know you are in a twin connection and you feel like this is something that would make you happy, you do have the ingredients here, but you are being called to perhaps do some 5D work, some Akashic work, some past life work, and then really just trust. All right, take care everyone, and I will be back soon. All the best. I'm going to try and post a video once a week now. And by the way, I've just reached 50 subscribers. I've had the channel for about a month, so very happy about that. Intending to get at least 100 subscribers by January and then 1,000 next year. Please do help me by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. It means a great deal to me. It gives me good incentive to keep doing free readings for clients and the general public. And as always, if you want a personal reading, details are in the description box, and I do specialise in love connections, soulmate, twin flame, ridding people from karmic cycles, etc., etc. All the best to you.